Hi everyone, Amber here from So Majestic. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're sewing up month 8 of Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt Under the Sea. And for this month, we have 4 blocks. They're all the same. It's the same large block here. I love how it looks. It uses most of our fabrics. I mentioned in the video, I'm so excited because it doesn't seem like one fabric is really standing out more than the other. So I'm absolutely so excited to see the whole quilt come together. Thank you again to Cotton Cuts for allowing me to be an ambassador. I'm just enjoying this colorway so much, and I hope you are too. If you enjoy, please consider subscribing or giving me a thumbs up. It does help my channel grow. I appreciate it so much. Enjoy the tutorial. All right, so we are on month 8 for this month. We have 4 different sections. So I have my instructions here. I have my color card and everything's laid out. I know you probably can't see it on the screen. And I've already done a few blocks. If you catch my Tuesday night lives, I did 3 of them on one of the lives. So today I'm going to be walking through step by step. And I'm actually going to combine steps 1 and 2 because we're making that square in a square or diamond economy block. People have different names for it. So we need our large D square, and then we're going to put 4 small E triangles around it. And so I'm just laying them out. And I am right-handed, so I always just start in the top right. So that's where I'm going to start. And I'm using my Gutermann thread like normal. Today I'm using an 80-12 needle, and that's just because I didn't change it to a 70-10. I quilt with both, so whatever works best for you.
Okay. Like that.
And I love how these blocks look, but they can be a little bit time consuming because you have to press open each one. I mean, I guess I could sew the opposite sides first. But you can't sew all 4 or you'll have edges tucked under. So now I'm doing the opposite triangle. And what's nice is that all 4 sides are the E fabric, so I don't have to worry about accidentally turning it the wrong way. And then I'll gently press open this side and continue with the opposite 2 sides. It is nice our blocks this month are using almost all of the different fabrics in our colorway. And I just love that. I feel like there's not necessarily one fabric that's sticking out more than the others, so I'm really excited to see it all come together. Okay, and before I press this side open, I'm just going to sew the opposite. And that way I'll press them open at once, just lining these up, centering it. Okay, and now we'll press both of these open. And this is now our steps 1 and 2 together. And step 3 will be a little different, so I'm going to move this to the side. Okay, and so now step 3, I need a large E triangle and 2 small A triangles. I forgot to mention, we're making 4 of these. I'm cutting it down to 1 because I've already made 3, but you should be making 4 of each of these steps. Okay. And I'm going to lay out the 2 small A triangles. And again, I always start on the right-hand side because I'm right-handed. With these, I don't think it really matters. Like it would just mean that one side up at your point is on top of the other, but it pretty much gets hidden in your seam allowance. So if you have a preference of starting on the left, that's not a problem at all. Or at least not in this case. And now we'll press this side open here. And this completes our step 3. And now for step 4, we are going to take our step 3 and sew it to the top of our step 2. So when I lay it out, it's going to look like this. Your E fabrics will be matched up. So I don't have a seam here, so I'm just going to put them right sides together and line up the edge. If I did have a seam, I would actually clip it, but because I don't, I'm just matching up the edge. Okay, and for this one, our seams are being pressed down towards that larger square. So I'm going to press from the back and then gently open it. And I'm not pulling, I just am trying to flatten it as best I can. I guess the very tip of my point is technically cut off. I always sometimes do that with, I find it very hard with these economy blocks, but it's not that I'm going to take it apart or anything. I'm fine with how it looks. I'm going to set that to the side. And now for step 5, we're supposed to make 8 of these. So we have 4 blocks, so I'm making 2. And so we need 2 large E triangles. And on the right hand side, we have 2 D small triangles, which is our orange fabric. And on the left hand side, 2 small C triangles, which is that pinkish purplish fabric. And again, because I'm right-handed, I'm going to start on the right and lining them up. And I'm going to sew both of them at once. It saves, time and thread, so. And same thing here. Also, if it sounds a little funny, sometimes the microphone picks up the sound of the sewing machine and thinks it's talking. And I try to edit them out. To me, it sounds like dinosaur sounds, but sometimes depending like when I'm talking or when it happens, it's not always possible. Okay, then we'll press both of these open and we'll attach our left-hand sides. Just making sure to press and trying really hard not to tug on these fabrics and warp them. And now we'll do the left-hand side. Okay, and we'll start here. All right, and we'll press open our left-hand sides. And this finishes our step 5. And I'm going to set them to the side for right now because we don't need them quite yet. Now we're on step 6. We're making half square triangles, and the same thing, there's 8. So I'm going to make 2 of them. And for both, we have the F fabric in the top left and the A fabric in the bottom right. I'm just being very mindful because they are kind of similar and I hadn't confused them, but on the live that I did, I confused them for the first time. So now I just want to make sure that I am not getting them mixed up. And again, sewing both at the same time, so that way I'm not cutting the threads between them or anything like that. Just saves time and materials. Right, and we are pressing them towards the F fabric, which should be your top left, which is the fabric that has the crows on it if you are doing the same colorway as myself. Okay, and I'm going to set these to the side. We're going to be combining them, but one at a time. So now for step 7, I need one of the step 5 units. I want my E fabric pointing to the left, and I want one of my step 6 to go on top of it with the F fabric pointing to the top left. So I'm just making sure that that is matched up. And I am going to put them together. You should be making 4 of these. Again, I am making 1 for the video. And for this one, our seams are pressing up. So it's from the back and then gently open. And I'm just going to set this to the side. That's our step 7. And step 8 is very similar. We're making 4 of these. Now I need my step 5 and I need to turn it so my large E triangle is facing to the right. And I need my step 6. And this time I want my F fabric to the top right. So it is different. So make sure you are rotating these correctly. Again, just lining them up at the top. And again, for this one, we are pressing our seams up as well. So pressing from the back and gently opening them. Great, so that is step 8. And now basically we're putting this all together. I need to take my step 7, have it on the left. My step 4 should be in the middle. And my step 8 should be on the right-hand side. And you'll know you did it correctly because all your E fabric is matching and your top corners will have your F small triangles pointing to the top left and the top right. Okay, and so you can start on the right or left side. I'm going to start on the right and we have one seam to match up. So I am going to clip this and your seams should nest if you have stitched them according to the instructions. So I'm just clipping down. And for both of these, our seams are being pressed to the outside. So this one is going to be pressed towards the right. Our other one will be to the left. Gently, always gently try to open them so they don't fold back on themselves. Like the longer the fabric gets, the easier that is to happen. I can feel it happening up here, so just sometimes I give it an extra press if I need to. And now I'm just going to match up the left side, so putting them right sides together. Always turn it so I can see it and line up those seams first. And then line up the rest. Great, and stitch along this side. And then for this one here, I'm going to press open to the left. This one seemed to not want to fold back on itself, so that's nice. Gave me a little bit of less trouble than this right-hand side. All right, so that finishes up our block for month 8, and you should have 4 of these. All right, so we have just finished up month 8 of our Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt Under the Sea. This is the large size in Davy Jones Locker. Let me know if you're enjoying it. Just 2 more months and we'll have our whole quilt together. Thank you again for following along, and I'll see you next month. Bye.